We're now starting a completely new topic about economic growth. And because the kind of analysis that we're going to be doing differs in important ways from what we have done so far, I want to make a few introductory remarks. So, economic growth, by definition, involves dynamics. And what I mean by that is that economic growth takes place over time. Now, the analysis that we just completed, you can think of as studying how consumers and firms behave at a point in time. But then after they've made their decisions, the economy ends, and the next period it starts all over again from scratch. And there's nothing that connects the economy today to the economy tomorrow. Dynamics are all about how the economy tomorrow depends on what happens in the economy today. And to study economic growth, that's what we're going to need to do. Now, because dynamics complicate things, we're going to simplify the analysis in a couple of different ways. So first, we're going to have labor just grow exogenously. And therefore, unlike in the last model, we're not going to have consumers making an optimal consumption leisure choice. We're not going to have firms making an optimal or profit maximizing labor demand choice. A second simplification is that we are going to assume that savings is just a constant fraction of output. So no one's going to be making an optimal savings decision. Firms are not going to be making an optimal investment decision. We're just going to treat savings and investment as a parameter, the savings rate, and see what happens. So what we're going to end up with is we're going to have an equilibrium where capital grows over time. And because capital is growing over time, what we're going to do is we're going to get time paths when we solve the model for capital, output, consumption, savings, and investment. And so what we're going to be solving for is time paths that look something like this. So if this is time, and here we're, say, doing the capital stock, at time zero, the economy may start at a point like this, and the capital stock will grow over time, then it'll eventually flatten out. That's supposed to be flattening out. And this is the steady state capital. And so what we're going to do then is we're going to study how variations in parameters of this, it's called the solo growth model, will affect these dynamics and affect where the economy ends up after it has converged to the steady state.